So, if you're wondering why this hat's here, my asshole friend wanted to put it there. You know the one. She does all the editing. Did that stupid face for the Sherlock thing. You know who she is. So, I avoided this movie like the frickin' plague. It just, everything I saw about it was shit. The fucking trailer was shit. The poster's kinda cool. I mean, look at it. It's kinda cool. And I just, after Man of Steel, I just didn't like the Superman they had. So when I saw the trailer, it just didn't hype me up. And I was worried about Batflip, like everyone else was. So I didn't see the premiere of it. And when the reviews came for it, they were all horrible. They were saying how shit the movie was, how the story made no sense, the freaking Martha thing.
You're letting him kill Martha! What does that mean? Why did you say that name?
And oh my god, I was just like, no, I don't want to see this dark freaking Avengers wannabe crap. I don't want this. Sorry. So I just never saw it. And then my dad one day was like, hey, we should watch a movie while we eat. Like, I feel like watching a movie. And I was like, okay. And then I didn't really know what to watch, so I said, hey, let's watch Batman vs. Superman. Like, I know it's crap, but we might have fun with it, you know? Because me and my dad, we'd make fun of movies sometimes, so. And then I watched it, and my expectation was so low that I had a freaking blast watching it. It was the best time I've had in, like, so long. Oh, and when the Martha part came, I didn't cringe at all because I knew it was coming, so I was like, oh, okay, Martha, whatever, cool, bye. So I just enjoyed the crap out of it. There were homages to my favorite comic, The Dark Knight Returns, and although they didn't do it as epically as that comic, you know, Zack Snyder, he's all about the freaking imagery, so the imagery was perfect. It had, you know, references to, like, other Justice League stories and the dream sequences, which I think were stupid, but I don't know, I was kind of like, oh hey, cool, it's that thing. So yeah. Wasn't as bad as I thought I was. And I want to thank you, internet and reviewers out there, because you made me enjoy this movie because I had zero expectations for it. Thank you so much. So the question is Batman vs. Superman a good movie? Of course it's not. Is it the worst movie that came out this year from DC and Warner Brothers? Ha ha ha! No, that's Suicide Squad. Yeah. I could go on and on about how crappy Suicide Squad is, but there are better videos out there explaining the editing, so I'm not gonna bother. Is it hate-worthy? I think that's the important question, because it has been hated quite a lot, actually, this movie. More than Suicide Squad, which I don't understand. And from my tone, you can probably tell my answer is no, it's not hate-worthy. Because it does something that I haven't seen a lot in adaptations where they actually do a character correctly. I mean, they don't do all the characters correctly, but they do my favorite character correctly, so I mean, there might be some bias because of that, why I like this movie, but whatever, it's my channel, so I get to do what I want. So Superman again is boring, I'm not gonna lie, but he was boring in the first one, so they're like, you know, consistency. If he's boring in the first one, make him boring in the second one. I found him and Lois Lane's relationship a lot better though. There was a lot more chemistry in it. They actually talked about their relationship and how it affects them that he's Superman and how, you know, you can't always save me, Superman, I have a job to do, blah blah blah, like you're super biased on who you save and all that crap. And I thought that was kind of interesting, you know? Actually, a lot of the questions posed at Superman are quite interesting because I don't think Zack Snyder likes Superman, to be honest, because all the questions are, do we need a Superman? Is he good at a relationship? Because it's clearly not. He's biased at who he saves, all this crap like that. So, although they're important questions to ask, and I feel like it's different, it's clearly done by someone who doesn't like Superman and loves Batman, because Batman's the hero in this, I'm sorry. No one can tell me otherwise. Like, in the original comics, he does kick the shit out of Superman, but like, there's a lot, I mean, there's a lot of build-up in here too, but it's like, it's built up on like a broken friendship because the Justice League had to disband and like, Batman wants to come back. For this one, it's like, whoa, okay, you crazy alien, I need to get rid of you. You need to go. You seem nuts. So, I mean, in a better script, this could have been done better, like the build-up in Civil War, because they were friends and blah blah blah. So I think Batman vs. Superman should have maybe been a later movie after the Justice League, and then you can murder Superman, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, the Superman murdering thing was kind of dumb, but again, Zack Snyder clearly hates Superman, so I'm not that surprised that he murdered him off. Also, when the trailers came out and we found out who Wonder Woman is, I was so on the freaking bandwagon. Gal Gadot's the worst. She's a skinny bitch. She can't do it. She needs to look like an Amazon. What the hell is this crap? And then she fought at the end, and she was awesome. Oh my god, she's so perfect. I thought she was gonna be shit, but like, I don't know, maybe Zack Snyder's just good at filming action, because she was so perfect. I didn't even care that she was skinny. I was like, you're still awesome. Oh my god, you're amazing. And like, she still has that foreign element, which I do like, even though she's not Greek, but that's fine, because I don't even think the Amazonians are supposed to actually be Greek. I mean, maybe, I don't know. They're just supposed to be like these other beings in ancient Greece, so it kind of works out, to be honest, and kind of got me excited for the Wonder Woman movie, to be honest, so yeah, that was freaking awesome. So, I don't know how this happened, but the Civil War plot and the Batman vs. Superman plot is almost exactly the same. Like, I don't know if they fucking, like, went to Disney and stole the script and, like, made it darker and less fun and with a good Batman for some reason and just made the movie, but it's really weird how similar they are, and I don't think they did that on purpose, because, you know, Civil War, like, it did come out before Batman vs. Superman, but not enough for them to, like, reshoot the whole movie, so clearly, like, I don't know, if there were better writers, this would have done better, and would have gotten better reviews for it, people would have enjoyed it more, probably would have gotten a lot less hate than it did. So, which kind of makes me sad, because I want DC to win, because it's kind of like the underdog at this point, you know, and, you know, Batman is like a bajillion times better than anything from Marvel, as I've said in the other video, so. I also really like the question, I mentioned this before, the do we need a Superman thing. I think it's an important question that a lot of superhero movies in general, not just Superman movies, like, they don't talk about this. Like, do we actually need these vigilantes, these superheroes in this world? Like, I mean, yeah, in these worlds they usually have other super bad guys, which is why they need these people, but in the real world where we live in now, do we actually need these people to save us? Or even in their world, did they actually need it if there wasn't a supernatural element to it? It was just like Superman being like the Jesus character? Like, do we actually need the Jesus character? And it's quite interesting, and I wish they kind of delved into it more, because they just used it as kind of side project build up for the big battle, and it wasn't like addressed as much as it should have been, because I think that could have been something that Batman could have hated him for more, because the reason why Batman hates him is like, oh my god, you're a crazy alien, you need to leave. Like, you killed like almost everyone in freaking Metropolis. And I think it was more like, I don't need you, Soups, because like, you got me, Batman, so you can go. Like, that would have been quite interesting, actually, and it would have made the dynamic more interesting, because Superman could have, you know, proved to him that you do actually need me and I'm not a bad guy, and that could have been the motivation to, you know, why they go save Martha after, instead of just like, oh, save Martha! I know it seems like this should be every reason why I should hate this movie, because they didn't do this story properly, this element that I really liked and I wish they went into, but it's finally something. It's putting a question forward, and it's something a lot of movies don't do anymore. Like, I like Civil War a lot, I like all the Marvel movies a lot, but there's no question in it, there's no philosophy in it, there's no discussion in it. The discussion happens after with us comic book nerds, but it's never in the movies. So that's probably why I also like this, because I was never a crazy Superman fan. Like, I do like him in the comics a lot more than in the movies and any other stuff, and I like him more than Captain America too in the comics. Captain America is a lot better in the movies than the comics, but that's another story. So to have this question addressed, do we need this Jesus character, is just, it's so much more interesting and thought-provoking than a lot of Marvel movies and obviously DC movies bring up, and it kind of reminds me of the comics and the DC movies, like the cartoon ones that are a lot better than their live action ones. I know he's done some shit movies, Sucker Punch exists, we all know it's crap, but he can do one thing well. He can take an image from a comic book and he can bring it to life. It's something he's very good at, he's very passionate about it. That's why he's good at it. He's done it with Watchmen, he did it with 300 Spartans. It's just, when it comes to the story, he does not give two shits about it. He's like, oh, the story, who gives a shit? The character development? Pfft, I don't need that. Can I make this look cool though? Because that's the important part. And that's what he does. So, and to give him power on the story, I think was a huge mistake. There's also this problem with them trying to catch up to the Avengers and Marvel, so they had to like shove that into the plot with this other convoluted plot that Zack Snyder just did not care because he just wants stuff to look cool. So he's like, yeah, it's good enough. It's good enough. Okay, Batman, can you look awesome? Yes, okay, cool. Gal Gadot, yeah, can you kick ass? Yeah, we're gonna make the shot look cool? Okay, cool, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, cool. The story's crap? Whatever. That's Zack Snyder. That's the way he is. So hopefully with Justice League, they didn't give him any power in the story. They told him, this is the script, this is the guidelines, this is what you have to do. Hopefully it's a good writer, so unless it's a crappy writer, then there's no point. Just make it look cool, make it look fun, and that's all we need you to do. Because otherwise, you can't use Zack Snyder if he doesn't do that, because it's the only thing he's good at. So, it's like, I don't know. It's like having a painter write a story. Like, they only care about painting, they don't care about stories, plot points, they don't know how to do it. And then you tell them, hey, can you do it for us? And we're gonna publish it professionally. The painter's like, no, I wanna paint a picture. That's how I tell stories, by painting pictures. Yeah, but, you know, with the story in the book, you can do character development and blah blah blah. And he's like, no, I just want the pretty painting. That's all I want. So, that's the way he is. But Veronica, gosh, don't you realize you can't like this movie? Lex Luthor sucks! I mean, he does, I'm not gonna lie. He's like the worst Lex Luthor I've ever seen. But is he Lex Luthor? That's the question, because it came out, probably because he sucks, that he's actually the son of Lex Luthor, which is why he's a fucking weirdo. So, I don't know, maybe he's not supposed to be Lex Luthor. Maybe I'll do that in another video. I don't know. So, I bought the freaking thing. It's on Blu-ray. I paid, I think, $20 for this. I almost said ballers. It's the extended cut. Does not make the movie better, the extended cut. The extended cut is kind of like whatever. There's some added crap in it. But yeah. So this is my big guilty pleasure for this year. I enjoy the crap out of it. I always make people watch it because I like seeing people's reactions to it. So thank you, Internet, for putting the bar so low to allow me to enjoy this movie. Because I've not done that in quite a while with DC movies, ever since The Dark Knight. So thank you for that, and I hope you enjoy, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye!